Hi guys, my name is Aisha. This is a short overview of the codings I handled for our group at project named Pixel 8. The stages of each level shared one screen or win or lose screen, same as the patients shared the consultation screen and diagnosis quiz screen, because it made easier and lighter job for me. All I have to do is to code it and to get values and let it remember. So for instance, as you can see here, this DB, this tiny DB, it is used to save progress. Okay, so my coding here is like included. This one is like if you click one of the patient, it will go to the consultation screen, and then the doctor and patient dialogue will change, same as the background image of the character will change as well. Depends which patient you are dealing with. Okay, so same as the diagnosis screen as well here, as you can see. And then for here, it will be used to track either right or wrong answers. And then we'll go to the boss's coding. So for clinic, we'll be playing whack-a-mole, and then hospital is shooting game. As apparently I didn't do this, I can't change the name. So the easy boss is the shooting game, and then medium boss is the whack-a-mole. So we go to the whack-a-mole first. So for the games, the bosses game, I use the timer, collision, visibility, and integral blocks to proceed the games. And then for this, like most of the blocks. So I use clock and random and scoring blocks to control the movement and stuff. And then like if you tap the virus, it will go and disappear, and then your score will get one. You will get one more value, and then if you finish it, you will go to the win lose by having the values. So it's the same thing for the win lose screen. It will remember all the values. And then we'll go to the shooting one here. So for the shooting one, if the bullet and the virus collides, you will get one mark. Like it's initially like a killing game, killing the virus game. And then I guess that's all for me. So the visual and storyline were a team effort, and my role mainly focused on the coding side. So I work on setting up the screens, connecting the gameplay flow, and making the mini games function properly. I use block codings in MIT App Inventor, and I think I did my best to make everything run smoothly. So if anything not running smoothly, sorry. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Asha Gunalan from Group 11, and our app is called Pixel 8. So this is what it looks like on the companion. So this is our main page. So we have Pixel 8 here, that's our app name. And then we've got this part here, which is the play button, and then up here we've got a members button. So this was designed on Canva. This hospital picture was taken off the internet, which I edited and then pasted onto the Canva background. And this play button was taken from Canva itself as well as the font here. So, okay. And this members button will bring us to another members page. Okay. All right, so this is the members page that the button would take us to that was up here. So this image was generated by ChatGPT. So it's just the six of us, Omar, Shada, me, Aisha, Elle, and Prachna. So it's just a picture of us just for credits, and yeah, that's it. And then on the members page, you will have the back button, which will bring you back to this page. So when you look at it on this blocks, so when it starts here, the start button, the members button is visible, but the back button isn't visible because it's false. So when you click the start button, it will bring you to the next screen, which is the game screen. But I didn't show that. And the member screen, once you press that, the start button will disappear, the members button will disappear, and these two will pop up, and as well as the back button. So that's just the main coding part. And yeah, this is what it looks like. That's the design. So far for this, there's no bugs, um, except for the iOS part because it's not really compatible with iOS. So once you click this button on an iOS, it will show an error. But however, it is compatible with Android. So this is taken on an Android phone. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Hi, my name is Prajna, and this is our pixel style level map. Players will begin at the clinic and then move on to the hospital. The clinic has 3 stages, each ending with a diagnosis challenge, followed by a fun mini-game boss before players can advance. The hospital brings 3 more diagnosis stages designed to be more challenging and medically intense. Navigation uses simple logic block to switch screens. A home button ensures smooth user control. This layout makes learning engaging, combining medical thinking with progression-based gameplay. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Omar, and I'm going to be explaining the clinic part of our app. So first, when you click on the clinic building, you will be transferred to this screen where you'll be given the option to choose a patient. So we choose patient 1, which is the first level of the clinic app, the clinic building. And we have a prompt. Hello, Miss Asha, what brings you here today? Doctor, I've been wheezing so much and my nose won't stop running and my throat is a bit scratchy too, and I feel kinda tired but I don't have a fever. So you read this prompt and you understand what the patient is suffering from. Then you press start diagnosis. After pressing start diagnosis, you will be transferred to the diagnosis form where you will get the patient's diagnosis. The patient has sneezing, runny nose, a scratchy throat, is feeling tired, and has no fever. So based on this, if you were to click the correct one, you would be receiving this screen with an option to go to the next stage. Now, if you were to go to the next stage, you would also get Miss Andre, and then the patient tells you, the patient is coughing, and she tells you, I can't seem to get a word out when my chest feels tight. I'm wheezing, doctor, like my granny. So once you press start diagnosis, you're gonna get the diagnosis form of the patient, and the patient has chest tightness, the patient is wheezing, the patient is coughing, and has breathlessness. So based on this, if you were to choose the correct answer, you would also get patient security. So that's it for the clinic part. Now I'm going to show you what would happen if you were to fail a level. So if you were to fail a level, you would be shown this screen and you would be given the option to try again. So it would tell you that you're fired and you would be able to try again. That's it. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy our app.
Hi everyone, my name is Shada and I'll be explaining the hospital stage of the game, which is more challenging compared to the clinic stage. When the hospital icon is tapped on the map, it navigates to a screen showing 4 patient files and a final boss level. But after the final bug improvements, we have removed the boss level. So each file represents a case that needs to be diagnosed correctly before unlocking the next one. When a patient file is selected, it opens a dialog scene. For example, here we press in the patient 1 and it takes us to a dialogue scene between the doctor and the patient. In this example here, we see our patient is Omar. After the conversation, a start diagnosis button appears. Clicking this takes the player to the diagnosis screen where the symptoms discussed are listed like a report on a clipboard. Below the symptoms are 4 possible diagnoses. The players must choose the correct one. If the correct answer is selected, the game transitions to a patient secured screen. If the wrong one is chosen, it moves to a fail screen. Here, I have chosen the wrong one, so it takes me to the screen where it shows that I have failed. In terms of coding, I used event handler blocks like when button click do to detect user actions, control blocks such as if else to compare the selected answer to the correct diagnosis, procedure blocks to avoid repeating the same code for checking answers in each level, and variable blocks to store patient data and correct answers. This stage uses more logic and organized coding structure than the clinic stage, which makes it more complex and advanced.
Hi everyone, my name is AJ. Today I would like to explain briefly about the mini game called Boss Battle. So here in the game Pixel 8, we can see different levels, but I'm only talking about the Boss Battle level. So we will click the Boss button and it will take you to this beautiful page. You can see the title Boss Battle and also the instructions on how to play the game. And we can click Start. Here, basically, you just kill the virus by shifting. And here you will see the winning screen after you score 10 in the mini game. So now I would also like to talk a little about the coding on this game. This part code for the movement of the doctor, and this is for the movement of the bullet. And this code for the speed of the bullet, and this two part is for the instruction page and the start button. And this part, it codes to make sure that every time a virus hit the bullet, the virus will disappear and you will score for it. And this code for the duration of how long the virus fall from the sky until the danger line. And if it hit the danger line, then use. And this block is just to spawn the virus randomly. So this is it for the mini game and the coding as well. Thank you so much for your listening. Hope you have a great day.